Welcome back, beautiful tri-state area. You're listening to a moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sams. Up in just a few minutes in our influencer segment brought to you by Navé Travel. Today we're joined by Nigerian model John Mgbemena. He's also an actor and a musician, most recently appearing on FBOY Island, a dating show that debuted on HBO Max in 2021. Today, he's here to chat modeling, love, and what it was like being part of the very steamy FBOY Island reality TV show cast. According to TV Insider, FBOY Island was HBO's most watched reality TV show on their streaming service, HBO Max. Season 2, this past summer, that John was in, was even bigger hit, and now rumors are circling about a season 3 potentially, and perhaps even a gender reversal spin-off, F Girl Island. Now, today's most influential male models aren't so much seen and not heard. They're seen, heard, and then some. Rather than simply wearing the latest fashion trends, they're setting them and even designing them, making canny sidesteps into business ventures and turning their God-giving looks into social media clout and real-world capital. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Right, said Fred sang, nipples front and center in a black mesh t-shirt in 1991. Now, in more recent years, there's been a seismic shift in attitudes. Not only has male modeling begun to match the status and acclaim female modeling has held, it's also increasingly seen as desirable work, and the emphasis is on work. Now fully considered a legit career, there's also a wider understanding of what being a male model entails. It's a life choice and one that takes plenty of discipline, days in the gym, eating properly, avoiding the booze before a shoot, and whatnot. It isn't just turning up and taking a nice photo. Contrary to public perception, the necessary qualities are much more ineffable than simply being classically good looking. I mean, yes, you typically need to be tall and have good bone structure, but the dynamic of how to become a male model is always changing, and it no longer ends at being able to outpout Ben Stiller. Joining me now is model and Instagram star John Mgbemena. Welcome to the show, superstar.
Welcome, you guys. I hope you all are doing well. Nigerian model, and I like to speak to you. Let's go.
Let's do it. So, where were you born?
Honestly, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, Riverdale, Georgia, but my parents are from Nigeria, making me Nigerian. So I
Making you
consider
Nigerian. All
I'm
right. So,
Nigerian.
so how did you get started in this career?
Honestly, this was a career I was never expecting. Like, I was super smart, super shy, the awkward kid in high school. I was always afraid to present, like get in front of the class, and like many people know my last name is Mgbemena, so many people mess up my name, so that made me even more awkward and shy. But when I went to college, I was gonna Georgia State University. I was like, let me do something that would be uncomfortable, that would take me on the edge. And my brothers, I have five brothers. I'm the middle child. So they went to UGA and they did African Student Association. Me being Nigerian, I was going to participate in. Granted, theirs was skits, mine was a fashion show. I didn't know mine was a fashion show at Georgia State at the time until they threw me there. I was uncomfortable, took it as a joke. They loved me, did my first ever fashion show, and the rest is history.
The
It was
rest is
really
history.
me just taking a risk and going on a limb.
Well, that's the only way you get somewhere, right? These
Yeah,
days. Now, interestingly enough, F-Boy Island, for those of you that are listening and watching, is an American dating reality television series which
definitely.
focuses on three women trying to identify 24 men as either womenizers, F-boys, or seeking a serious relationship, nice guys. And the series was hosted by Nikki Glasser, and it premiered back in 2021 of the summer on HBO Max. How did you get cast?
Honestly, the cast was they slid in my DMs in Instagram. And if you see my Instagram, the nice physique and everything, and my charismatic personality, I came in spoiler alert, I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, if you haven't watched it, been out for a year, but I came in as a nice guy, meaning like, how I grew up was I was a nice guy. I played basketball, loved sports, but I was a shy kid, the smart, intelligent kid. So I came as a nice guy into the show, but it was overall a phenomenal experience.
And they found you on Instagram?
They found me on Instagram. They was like, hey,
Wow.
granted, they didn't even tell me what the show was. So it was kind of like outside my comfort zone. But like in the beginning, I took a risk, took a chance, and they approved.
Interesting. You guys have to watch this because F-Boy Island is this dating show, right? Sure, but it's also a humorous, very outlandish piece of entertainment that
Comedic. Yeah.
that yeah that poses a serious question to all the men on the show. What would you do for $100,000? I mean, some men don't care about the money; they just want to find true love, right?
Well,
The nice guys, but others are willing to lie, cheat, manipulate their way to the money, even if it means breaking a heart or two or three along the way. So, F Boy Island takes all these men, puts them on an island along with three women looking for love, and lets the rest, the reality magic happen. So, your experience there, obviously, this catapulted you into some level of stardom, but it did come with a lot of drama. Was it worth the drama?
I could say it was worth the drama. Really, the show that catapulted me was Chris Lee Knows Best. I was one of the swim instructors. I don't know if your audience is familiar with Chris Lee Knows Best.
Yes.
Um,
Chris
I
Lee Knows
was
Best. You were the swim instructor.
the swim instructor, so that went viral, especially on TikTok, and that was back in 2019,
Yeah,
2019.
that was before the pandemic. The more relevant
Yeah,
one
and
was
then
yeah.
the stuff, but at FBOY Island, yeah, it came with a lot of drama, especially my time, because if you watch the show, you know how I appeared on the show and stuff like that. But it comes with the territory. When you do shows like this, you have to accept the good and you have to accept the bad. As long as I'm looking handsome, being myself, and staying true to the type of person that I am, which is a nice guy, a
A nice
Nigerian nice guy,
I
it
love
comes
it.
with the territory.
Nigerian nice guy. Now, Mr. Nigerian nice guy, you have 130,000 followers on Instagram. How did you build that following? Was that before the show or after the show?
It was really before the show. I was verified before the show, and it all started with me after my first fashion show. Then at
Right.
Georgia State University, then translated, started doing Macy's fashion show. Then Miami Swim Week, became a Fashion Nova and brand ambassador. All this was before FBOY Island was published on so many articles, especially when I came out with my album, which was something me personal, which was I Hate It Here. But all of it came before, but it all started with me posting photos. It all really started with me investing in myself. I invested in my craft. I didn't know if I wanted to take modeling serious because I graduated with a biology degree and got into like pharmacy and medical school. So it was a time in my life where I had to make a choice, and a lot came with the choice. Would I be a doctor or would I be a model? And me being Nigerian, they want you to be a doctor. So me choosing to be a model and actress and entertainer and a public figure was a hard choice. And I had to start from the ground up and really invest in myself, trust the process, and believe myself.
And
And
here you are today. All right. So
yes,
you have come a very long way. Your family is clearly supportive at this point.
definitely.
You've graduated. You have a great career ahead of you, modeling, acting, doing all your thing in front of the camera. I see you on social media strutting your stuff with your nice clothing and all your swag. Let's do some trivia. Let's get to know you. All right. You answer with only one answer the question with only one answer, okay? And we'll do it
Yes.
quick. Here we go. Favorite job you have booked to date?
Uh, Fashion Nova brand ambassador. Yeah.
All right. Favorite clothing brand?
Uh, Louis Vuitton.
Blondes or brunettes?
Blondes.
Are you looking for love?
No. always,
No.
always looking for love.
Okay. Favorite place in the world?
Dubai.
Top 3 goals?
Make my family proud. Make my wife proud, and leave a legacy.
I love it. Astrological sign?
Taurus.
Meat or plant foodie?
Meat.
Favorite cuisine?
Wings and fries. Oh, cuisine. Is that what we
Cuisine. No, that's that's American grub. Okay, wings and fries. Religious or spiritual?
Spiritual.
Soccer or football?
Oh, I love both. I'll go with soccer.
Favorite movie?
I really love X-Men. I'm an X-Men fanatic.
All right. What series are you currently watching?
Um, Euphoria. I mean to stop, but
And your favorite recording artist or musician?
I'll say Drake. Drake is
Drake?
nice.
You like Drake? Okay. Wait, you said you want to make your wife proud. Are you married?
No. In
Oh,
future,
when you get married.
I
Ah.
won't get married. I want to make my wife proud.
You see how I noticed that? I just clarify for the girls listening, he's still an eligible bachelor.
That's it.
All right. Well, listen, any advice to your younger self? Not that you're old, but I mean, if you could go back when you were a teenager, I know you said you were shy. I know you struggled with some stuff. You could still give advice to that portion of yourself. Although you don't owe anything to your younger self, you owe everything to your future self. But what advice would you give?
The advice I'll give to my younger self is always take risks and never stop believing in yourself. Because when you're young, it's kind of like you feel like everything that happens in high school when you're young. Because when I got rejected, I wanted to go to University of Georgia, and I got rejected. I thought my whole life was over. I wanted to play basketball, and that didn't manifest, and I thought my whole life was over. And me taking that risk to do something that was uncomfortable, meaning going to Georgia State University and being offered to be walking on ASA fashion show. I didn't know what it was, but I took a chance on myself because I was like, I don't want to still continue to be that shy kid and that was in Riverdale High School. I want to be more confident and more fulfilling and more like in tune with myself. So I always tell myself, thank you for taking that risk and thank you for believing in yourself. Because if you never took that risk and chose to do modeling or put yourself in this position, you would have never manifested the person that you are today. Because as plot twist, because even when I chose modeling, like I remember after graduating from college, like I got kicked out and I was by myself and I had to find a way and still try to book things as well as be financially stable. So me taking that risk and believing in myself and never, which is a hit song of my album, Never Give Up, is like always.
And you are, on top of all of this, a recording artist. Never give up with a hit single. So we're out of time, but I want to thank you so much for coming on. It was such a pleasure chatting with you.
Always. I enjoyed chatting with you as well.
That was our influencer segment brought to you by Navé Travel, and that was the very entertaining and awesome John Mgbemena. You can definitely head to his Instagram handle at John Mgbemena and definitely make sure you're spelling his last name correctly. It's John Mgbemena. Same thing for Twitter. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. We'll be right back after this.
A Moment of Zen is brought to you by Navé, a members-only travel portal exclusively available through Organo, offering members steep discounts on nightly or weekly hotel stays, cruises, auto rentals, excursions, and so much more. With its travel getaway portal, Navé makes the days of surfing multiple travel sites and spending hours evaluating the best deals done with. That's because with Navé, you are guaranteed the best prices. Plus, to gain access to an even more expansive collection of condos, hotels, cruises, vacation villas, fantasy getaways, and concierge service, there's Forever Weeks. Simply purchase a Navé Forever Weeks package one time and enjoy the benefits many times. With Forever Weeks, forever means forever. Not only does Navé guarantee you the best prices, but it is also one of the few travel portals that pays a referral bonus, in addition to you earning rewards points, which can be redeemed on the Travel Getaway portal for further discounted hotel room rates. Become a member today and navigate the world of travel. Navé, the world for you to experience. For more information, go to nave.travel. That's Navé, Nave.travel.